10 laps, all machines identical. In fact, the riders don't know which machine they're riding until they actually get here. A few wheelies being popped there, but it looks like young Graham Cannell, number 23, has got the good start, and this will be very, very close racing indeed as they come to Redgate on lap number 1. And they're down already, one rider down. And that's the tricky corner indeed, but as you can see, the rider is up on his feet. Barry, that's the sort of thing that happens so easily.
Yeah, it'd be a good idea if they could stagger the grid a little more, because it's so crowded going into that first corner that you just don't stand a chance if someone falls down. But this is coming up to the slipperiest part of the circuit now. Here, this right-hander here, because there was a lot of mud on it earlier on.
It was number 4 who went down, Phil Usher, but as you see, he got up and walked away from it. He's perfectly okay.
I fancy Rob McElhenney, who's number 19 in this. I was racing against him a couple of weeks ago. He's just taking second place now.
So the leader, number 14, Nigel Mackenzie. Number 10, well up there is Paul Tinker, a 23-year-old from Grimsby. But they really dice and very, very close racing. Number 14, Nigel Mackenzie. 19, Rob McElhenney. Number 23, Graham Cannell. They're the first 3 on the fastest part of the circuit now, down under the Dunlop Bridge. And Barry, I suppose these machines top speed, what, about 100, 110 mile an hour?
Yeah, probably 115, something like that. But it's really interesting. Oh, Rob McElhenney is a demon breaker, actually, so we have to watch.
He just missed out on that particular lap, though. The end of lap 1, number 14 is leading, and you can see that it's very close indeed with identical machinery. They sweep past now at the end of lap number 1. The lap record for these small machines, incidentally, is 1 minute 26.5. That's an average speed. And look at Rob McElhenney all over the place. Not quite taking the lead, though. He's still in second place behind number 14, Nigel Mackenzie. Nigel Mackenzie is Scotsman from Stirling, 20-year-old, the 500cc Scottish production champion last year. And that's the sort of racing this produces. And Rob McElhenney there trying all he knows to get through, and another change there, another rider come up through. Number 1 it is, Kim Barker. No, number 8, Steve Chambers, the winner of the last round, and a man who I think Barry has great hopes for, Steve Chambers.
Yeah, he's going very well. He had an accident a little while ago and broke his ankle, but I think he's getting back in the groove again now. I think if Rob McElhenney had settled down a bit and stopped trying so hard, he'd go a lot quicker.
Well, he's got back up into 3rd place, just ahead of number 10, Paul Tinker, a 22-year-old from Grimsby who had 24 club wins last year, but it's still number 14, Nigel Mackenzie. Well, yes, he's round safely, but has it cost him the lead? No, he still leads as they tuck down behind the fairings, down the fastest part of the circuit. Number 14 and number 8, 14 Nigel Mackenzie, number 8 Steve Chambers. As Chambers got it now as we come to the chicane. Lap 2, they sit up and brake almost side by side into the chicane. And number 14 just holds it. McElhenney, number 19, still holds on to that 3rd place, with number 23 Graham Cannell still in 4th spot. Side by side now, 2 laps completed. And can Steve Chambers, machine number 8, take the lead as they come up to Redgate on lap number 3?
And he has. Yeah, I think Steve Chambers is he's the youngest guy in the race, and he shows the most promise of any youngster in Great Britain at the moment.
Number 3, I'm told, Alex Bedford, and number 11, Ray Swan, have both retired. They're in the pits. But now we're coming through Hollywood and Craner curves in top gears, round about the 100 mile an hour before braking for the old hairpin. Number 7, Gary Paget is off at Starkeys. Number 7, Gary Paget, one of the most experienced riders, but not in this race. And number 8 is in trouble.
Oh no, they stopped the race.
They've stopped the race. The race is being stopped. Number 7, Gary Paget off, and the riders now, you can see, being flagged down, and the race is being stopped. So here we go for the restart, 7 laps. And again, it's young Graham Cannell, number 23, has made a good start. So is number 22 from the outside, and number 8, Steve Chambers, tucked in there as well. And this is the tricky corner. And they're really in a tight bunch as they go around there, around Redgate for the first time. Into safely indeed. Down now through the swervery of Donington, Hollywood and Craner curves. Down to the old hairpin, which, as Barry said, a very, very tricky corner, this right-hander here.
Yeah, this is the most slippery part of the course today, because they've had a lot of rain running across there, and it's left a lot of sort of mud on it. It's everybody's round there.
So on the Starkeys Bridge, on lap number 1. Number 22 is the early leader there. That's Andy Watts. But number 14 came through on the inside. That's Nigel McKenzie. And they're really knocking each other almost, as they really, they're full of exuberance, Barry, aren't they? They're young riders, and they've really got the chance to make a name.
Really, say that again. I'm glad I'm sitting up there and I'm not down there with them.
So onto the fastest part of the circuit now at about 150, but you can see the field absolutely sweeping across the road, more or less like they do in cycle racing. But we're down now to the chicane, lap 1, 8 and 14, Steve Chambers and Nigel McKenzie. And it's number 14, McKenzie, who just holds the line. Number 8, Steve Chambers there in second place, but making a move now, number 22. And number 2, all in close company, 22, that's Andy Watts, and number 2 is Ivan Gray, 23 from Dudley, and just look at them.
I can't believe this. Well, it's quite frightening watching this.
Steve Chambers, number 8, and Nigel McKenzie having a rare old dice. Second lap down through Hollywood and Craner Curve.
Steve Chambers is very quick around that first right-hander of these Craner curves.
Down to the old hairpin, they'll be taking this, what, in about second gear, I would think, with it?
No, probably third on one of these.
On one of these, yeah. Under Starkey's Bridge then, Steve Chambers, the 19-year-old rider from Lincoln, leading, and he had 20 wins at club level in 125 racing last year, and he also had 12 wins at 250 classes at club level. But there's number 2 has moved through. That's Ivan Gray, 23-year-old from Dudley. Number 14 in third place now, Nigel McKenzie. So 8, 2 and 14 the order. Number 22 and 23 in fourth and fifth. That's Andy Watson, Graham Cannell. So the first 3 pulling out perhaps just a little bit of a lead now, but close racing as you expect. Down under the Dunlop Bridge. And can number 2, Ivan Gray from Dudley, take the lead? This time he's through. Number 14 also having a go, Nigel McKenzie, and he's got through, and he's gone through to take the lead. Well,
yeah, what can you say about that? Bloody wow. Oh, dear me. Oh.
That's number 8, Steve Chambers is off. But as you can see, he picks himself up. He's okay. The machine will be cleared off the circuit very quickly.
I think you find what may have happened there, he could have gone wide and touched the curb on the outside. It's on the paint, and it gets very slippery when it's damp. Maybe we'll get a rerun on it.
The course is cleared very quickly. We're on lap 3, and it's number 14, Nigel McKenzie leading. Number 2, Ivan Gray, almost lost it there.
You can see, I think now what's happening, the tyres are starting to heat up, and as the race goes on, you see the bike's weaving a lot, as indeed number 2 is.
Under Starkey's Bridge, lap 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them all together virtually. Number 14 still holding that lead, Nigel McKenzie from number 2, Ivan Gray. Third place, number 22, that's Andy Watts. And number 5, Kevin Mitchell, the man we talked about from Preston, he's up there. Graham Cannell is number 23, and number 19 also in there, Rob McElnay. A change there again, I think, as they go down that back straight. Number 2 and number 14 really jockeying for position, swinging across the road. And who will take the lead as they go into the chicane or out of the chicane? It's anybody's guess. Look out, here we go. 14 is still leading, Nigel McKenzie. Number 22 on the inside of number 2. And it's still 14, 22 to number 23, Graham Cannell, up into fourth place now. Trailing number 2, Ivan Gray, but number 14, the young 20-year-old from Stirling in Scotland, Niall McKenzie, holding his lead and perhaps increasing it just slightly. Really tweaking that accelerator, Barry. I mean, he can't get any more power out of the machine, can he?
Oh, no, I don't think I can stand another 3 laps of this.
So 14 still leading, and they're lapping in about 1 minute 29.6 seconds. 1 minute 29.6, just about 4 seconds or 3 seconds outside the lap record. Under Starkey's Bridge, really giving it the wallop, isn't he? He really winds it on. Niall McKenzie leading from number 2, Ivan Gray. Around McLean's, 14 and 2 still there. Graham Cannell, number 23, is up in the third place. Andy Watts, number 22, is fourth. Rob McElnay is in fifth place, and Kevin Mitchell was also there in just about the first 6. And Graham Cannell trying to go on the inside, but can't.
I don't believe this.
It's absolutely fantastic. You see machinery at the same level, and Boy, well, number 14 seems to be well away out in front, because anything can happen as they come into the chicane, and there's about 8 battling for second place.
Oh,
Somebody else down, 2 of them down. Number six there was Stuart Morehouse. But we're back with the leaders again, and it's still number 14. Number 2, we're on lap number 5 now. And let's take a look at this, Barry.
I think what happened was one guy tried to dive up the inside, the other one shut the door, and he shut the door and he had to lay it over, and just lost the front end and then collected someone else in the process.
Quite amazing, quite amazing. We're back with the leaders, and it's very close now, 14, 2 and 22. And number 2 taking the lead as they go around the old hairpin. Ivan Gray, number 2, from number 14. Number 14, that's Niall Mackenzie. And number 22, Andy Watts, under Starkey's Bridge. Number 2 is leading, but for how long, I wonder. Number 23, Graham Cannelwell up there. And number 5, Kevin Mitchell from Preston, the 21-year-old Preston rider who really set this series alight last year. But it's Ivan Gray, and the bike's really weaving. Rob McElnay up well, and number 11, Ray Swan from Dunstable, the 21-year-old rider. But it's Ivan Gray, 23 years of age, from Dudley, and that is for 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th places.
I reckon if you win this, you don't need a silver cup, you want a medal for bravery, I reckon.
Yeah, it's you've got to see it to believe it. Ivan Gray leads. Number 14, Niall Mackenzie, 2nd. Number 22, Andy Watts, is 3rd. That's the order as they go into the chicane, but it's... Will it change? And they settle down now, and they are completing now lap number 5, starting lap number 6. And really, Barry, at this stage, I don't think you could say one of those 7 could win.
Impossible to say who was going to win. McElnay's coming up now, she's got another point.
Around Redgate then for the 6th time. Really jockeying the position, no other word to describe it, and they disappear around Hollywood, Craner Curves. Number 2, Ivan Gray, 250 Yamaha Clubman's champion last year. 22 and 14 battling at number 5. Kevin Mitchell moved up to the 4th place. Under Starkey's Bridge. Lap 6.
I think number 22's slipped past Neil Kenzie now, and I think he's holding him up a little. Oh no, he's got back again. No, yes he has.
No, he's gone in again. 14 from 22. Number 2 still leads. 5:19. And they're even looking at each other and pointing at each other as they come up to Coppice. Number 2, Ivan Gray then leads from number 22 and 14. 22, Andy Watts at 14, Niall Mackenzie.
I would say Ivan Gray's got it now, because he's got a lead, and the other one's going to rush around with each other, and they're going to slow each other up, and should just about give him the slip that he needs.
So the 23-year-old rider from Dudley goes through the chicane for the 6th time. And starts his final lap. 2:14, 22, 5 and 19. They're on their last lap. It looks as if Ivan Gray has, in actual fact, got a comfortable lead, but as we've said, anything can happen indeed. 14 and 22 there. 14, the Scotsman, Niall Mackenzie, number 22 from Kings Lynn, Andy Watts, and they're using every inch of the road, and, well, a little bit more on occasions too. Hollywood, Craner Curves, 7th and final lap of this Yamaha RD 350 Pro-Am Championship. 14 and 22 and 5. 14 Mackenzie, 22 Watts, 5 Mitchell. But Ivan Gray with just under half a circuit to go now for a victory in this round of the championship. Ivan Gray, 23-year-old rider from Dudley, safely round McLean's, and the rest of the field still dicing out. 14 and 22, 14 Mackenzie, 22 Watts, but this is Coppice for the 7th and final time. Flat out now, as low on this machine as they can get.
And this should be interesting, the last lap here. Oh, I can't. Don't know whether I can watch, actually.
Number 2, Ivan Gray, then, with just the chicane between him and the checkered flag. So Ivan Gray is through. Second, somebody on the grass, back on the circuit again. Number 2 is the winner. Ivan Gray wins. 2nd place, number 14, waving his leg, Niall Mackenzie. And it looked like number 22, Andy Watts, just barely made it. Barry, in a word, what did you think of that?